The climate around here can be sunshine and rainbows one minute, then rain down chaos of biblical proportions the next. And no, I'm not talking about the South Florida weather. And here we go. This could get ugly.
Hey, Brad, how you doing, man?
Hey, Brad.
What's up, man?
How you doing, man? How you been today?
Buddy? How you doing, man? Good?
Would you like some coffee, water?
No. The last thing I need to go is faster. I feel like I'm being called into the principal's office. You guys are too quiet.
When has a situation like this ever gone well? There has been a storm quietly brewing, and we can all feel it's about to make landfall. Things are about to get bad. But how bad? I can't explain it. But some people are just born for adventure. They hear the calling, and they're compelled to get off the couch and see what's around the corner or over that horizon. I'm going on this quest to prove that the heart of history's greatest explorers and adventurers is alive and well today. This is your invitation to
escape from reality.
Your support is putting wind in our sails so that you can share these adventures with you.
So we wanted to talk to you about a couple things with the boat. Obviously, we have our original contract, and Juan's going to go over a couple other things we got some questions and concerns on.
More concerns?
And wanted to bring to your attention. I'm pretty sure you know a few of them, and we just wanted to basically have a conversation about it.
And here it goes.
We started taking down the net, and we noticed that there's some rotting in that forward bow. That big section that's going to have to be cut off. So Jeff came up with a good solution of making a red board backing plate that will glass on the inside.
Yeah.
Fix all the repair on the outside, and we'll through bolt that again through that red board. The red board holds 10,000 pounds of force. It should never come loose again.
So tell me about the overheads. You just basically had to snap them and break them, so we have no other choice right now than to make new panels. While we're doing the new PVC panels, that would be an ideal time, is just to sand, prime, and paint them after we fit them, and it's all beautiful high gloss white. They don't get dirty. It'll probably last you the lifetime of the boat, and it gives you a different little look on the inside instead of vinyl.
Have we found the leak?
Not at this moment.
Keep going on the leak detection, because something tells me that this chapter's not over.
I had the painters do a walkthrough through your holes, and there's a lot. I don't think I could actually tell the amount of gel coat cracks and damages you have on the actual holes. To repair those and do gel coat is probably going to be more expensive than the boat's worth.
Really? Holy shit.
Because it's on both hulls throughout the whole boat, and it's so many cracks that once I do the repairs and I spray the gel coat, which I add, the boat is so old and stained that it's also going to be difficult to match gel coat.
Yeah.
Because the boat is like yellowing now because of the old gel coat.
So if we were to go on both of those hull sides and grind open every crack and all the fiberglass damage, like where that jet ski hit, and fix all the little chips going all around both hull sides, I could paint it for that much. So what we're suggesting is put like a nice baby blue metallic base coat, clear coat, all grip SC, and then 2 coats of clear with a nice white boot stripe, and that way everything is uniform. It's the same color with white cushions up top. I wanted to talk to you about. We're going to put some cushions. I got cushions. Yeah, but those look like ass, Brad. I'm sorry.
Different colors.
They're
wait.
garbage, man.
So you don't like my cushions?
Listen, what we want to do is match and blend in contrasting colors all throughout your boat. So basically, you're gonna have a baby blue hull with a white boot stripe. We'll get some white cushions and take that same color blue and run those cushions right through the top of it and over, and then do the piping on the outside in that color blue. So you have white, blue, it'll match your hull. Then when we go on the inside in the salon, you have these gray cushions there, which really there's nothing gray in there. And we wanna match those with your interior so that you have these contrasting colors that pop off of each other. So when you go through, everything flows together with the colors and nothing sticks out like it's out of place.
I got brand new cushions. I mean, they've been 2 charters, and you want to replace them already? I mean, that's not what's wrong with the boat.
I wouldn't be going through this if I didn't believe that needed to be done.
Okay, I got 2 sets of cushions for the bow lounge.
Right.
I got 2 sets of cushions for the aft cockpit, summer and winter.
Right.
And then we did all of the interior. It's like 12 grand. And also we bought the sail bag
Right.
and had that done as per that color scheme. To me, it all ties in with itself.
Yeah, but I'm worried about you sticking them on my work when it leaves this facility, and they look and they stick out like ass, and oh, Foster's did that. That's what I'm worried about. So how about this? How about let me create a schedule with some fabrics and materials, maybe a little sketch on what it's going to look like, and let me work with my subcontractors who be the cushions on me and see if we can't get a comfortable price so that everything ties in together.
If you want to make me up some kind of a mock-up or some type of thing for
Got
me
it.
to look at, I'll look
Got
at
it.
it.
Okay.
But I didn't come up here to do upholstery.
Got it. Understood.
You're a legendary guy, Dennis.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you were an interior designer.
I'm not an interior designer, but I've worked with enough of them, and I know how these colors match in, and I know how they like them to match the hull sides.
Awesome.
And the paint. So let's just look at that. Maybe you'll come around to my way thinking, have a different idea
Perhaps.
once I put it in front of you with the colors, and you see how they tie into each other.
That may happen, but right now
Okay.
I'm not in the cushion market right now.
Okay. He's being a little difficult, isn't he?
Cushions was never on our original bid. God bless you for trying to accessorize the deal.
Got it.
I see what you're doing.
Okay.
You're a shrewd businessman.
When we paint the hull, let's revisit this. We'll let him look at it. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's put a thumbtack in this for a minute. I'm not looking for cushions.
On a different topic, so you brought the boat so we can strip the bottom and repaint the bottom. I've spoken to Jeff, Mark, and Dennis, and we all believe that it might be a better idea to go with black bottom instead of blue.
Why is that?
Where you're having the boat in Key West, the black bottom is just going to look really nice.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Let's go black.
And black, it doesn't appear dirty. You can't see it.
Can't
If you
see
got a
it.
light bottom paint, it's so you see the slime and the scum all the time. So,
I'm down.
all right.
All right, since you're creeping the scope a little bit,
Right.
we dreamed some dreams with Lewis. I would love for there to be some kind of recessed courtesy lights, LED.
And why wasn't I informed about
I
this?
was talking to
Who's your
the
electrician?
artist. We're spending a shit ton of money on repairs because of these lobster traps.
Right.
I literally have to pull into a slip or find a hurricane hole as soon as the sun goes down because all those lobster traps turn black when the sun goes down.
Wow.
And then they find my props.
Wow.
You see the lobster trap over here, you think you're clear, but it's going all the way across your point of sale.
Right. Got
It's
it.
like a booby trap. It happens frequently enough that I'm accustomed to the sound.
Got it.
So
You can hear it.
I want to be able, something bright
Right.
that will reflect off of those lobster traps so that I can avoid them so that I don't have these things. Now, sailboats don't have headlights. So Juan came up with an embedded LED solution
Right.
below the bow, so there's no glare,
Right.
but gives me visibility in front.
We can also do that with the speakers up top. We can do molded receivers for the speakers too, so that they're right there, they're not moving, waterproof jail speakers. We can mold them and glass them right into the side of the boat and on any angle you want with a molded box. And then you have your speakers up there, you have your lights on there, and now you've got music and light. Let's talk a little bit about the non-skid now. So up top, we had some problems that were when we started sanding it. It started peeling up in many areas.
Right.
We found that it was a post-applied application, which means the non-skid panels were made off the boat on like a table or something, and then glued and troweled on. And
Trowel?
They
with a
put
trowel.
law?
Yeah.
They trowel glue onto your boat, and they took that fiberglass that had the non-skid pattern already on it,
Yep.
and they glued it onto the boat.
But doesn't the trowel create voids?
Yes.
Trowel puts air in it and then seals it in it. So these aftermarket tiles that
Right.
were troweled on
Yeah.
was the solution for the void problem.
Yeah.
So they put voids in to solve the voids.
If you push it all the way down, sometimes the glue's supposed to settle onto the side to fill the
Sometimes
void.
supposed to.
Yes, correct.
Sometimes the operative word.
And that didn't happen in this case, because if you do it right and you put the glue on with a squeegee and you cover all the area and you don't have the voids, then you set this down with some weights on top of it. The way we would do it, you can either make new panels and squeegee it on and put that down with weights, or you can do the gel coat application. We get that pattern, and it's a vinyl pattern in reverse. And what we do is we tape off that pattern, sand it and prep it. We pour the color match gel coat, squeegee that all around. We take this pattern and set it down on top of that and squeegee all the excess gel coat out until you get a nice smooth pattern.
No voids.
Then no voids, then you pull the pattern and there it is, you're done. And then the hardest part is just cleaning up the edges.
Is that what you've done?
No, what
That's not what we're
Okay,
doing
that's what
now.
you're- okay.
what we're gonna do, because your boat has so many different damaged deck areas.
Yeah.
So all your non-skid had issues, and there was fiberglass or gel coat voids, and little cracks, nicks, damages. So what we have decided to do is sand all of it down
On the coach roof.
on all the boat.
On the whole boat.
All the
The
non-skid
whole
panels
boat.
are getting
All
sanded
the
down.
non-skid panels,
On the whole boat.
the whole boat. We're gonna sand them all down.
But I just wanted you to do the repair on the where the leak is.
You
There's
can't-
repairs
yeah.
all over your boat. There's cracks and voids on all the decks.
So what we decided to do is we're going to sand all the non-skid patterns flat. We're going to repair all those voids area
Of the whole boat?
of the whole top of the deck and the roofs. Everything that has non-skid.
Okay, I'm confused. Sorry. Let me
Yeah.
back up. We're talking about the coach salon ceiling that's
Right.
leaking.
Correct.
Okay. And you guys sanded that down, saw the trowel marks.
Correct.
Yes.
Saw the voids that looks like the
Yes.
bolting hammer.
Right.
And you've sanded all that down.
We sanded all that down.
Okay.
It's not leaking, but to do the repair on that, I gotta fix the crack, fill it, ferret, gel coat it.
Got it.
Wet sand, buff and polish.
Perfect. I'm with you. But you don't have to sand the whole deck.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. Because you can't
You
go
got
and
so many of them that it would be like doing a million little spots every 3 or 4 inches.
That's 3 times the size of the coach roof.
Oh, yes. Probably more than that. You cannot fix molded non-skid or touch it up without doing it right. And if you could see, your last contractor had gel coat dabs, like little blobs, all over those panels.
Why didn't you guys tell me that?
Why didn't we tell you that?
You guys came down to Key West. We went on the
Right,
coach roof.
right. And we went
And-
over the other areas on the spots.
Well, those were like the little chips and
Yeah.
stuff. Dennis is a visionary. I believe he's incredibly charming, incredibly charismatic, and persuasive. And Juan Acosta, the bane of his existence is making Dennis's lies come true. And poor Juan has the weight of the world on his shoulders. And I'm afraid that he is like Dennis's pinata.
When you have molded non-skid, I can't just fix that hole because your non-skid will have a flat area that's gonna look nasty. So I gotta take that whole pattern, that section,
Yep.
and redo all that non-skid on that section.
Right.
Where every section had damages. So to redo all your non-skid, you'll probably be here for 2 or 3 months just on non-skid. The easiest solution, sand all the decks, fix all your cracks, all your voids. Once we have everything fixed, we could spray non-skid with paint, which is a lot faster, quicker.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't tell you to sand my decks. You chose to do that.
Correct.
I didn't tell you to replace my upholstery. You guys chose to do that.
Correct.
Okay, it's not your boat. You guys are blank checking this thing.
Okay, this game is called blank check.
So where are we at financially with the deck then?
Well, we're putting some final numbers together now, but let me ask you
Can
a
we get a
question.
ballpark?
Yeah, we'll get a ballpark for you.
We're at like what, 8 grand? 9
No,
grand?
more than that. More than that.
10 grand.
No, more than that. More than that.
Don't say 20 grand.
No, you're going to be up around $33,000.
No, seriously.
Sometimes these owners and captains are not very educated on exterior refinishing or fiberglass or other areas. And I know it's going to happen. I've been through 30,000 of these. I've seen these movies before. And I'm not going to pull my guys off to stop because they think it might be a little bit too expensive or they only want to do this spot, not that spot. Eventually, these guys are going to come back to my way of thinking. It's my business. It's my house. And the house always wins.
There's a whole bunch of shit on here.
Let me paint a picture for you on that.
You painted a picture,
But
and you
I
probably
want-
hung
I
it
want-
above my
I
bedroom.
want to give you a better picture.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
If we were to sand down and do every one of those cracks, nicks, and chips in molded non-skid and try to match those patterns, you would be way above $30,000, my friend.
Perhaps.
You have 7
but how about
guys
pick
doing
up the
that.
phone, man?
Yes, Commissioner.
I always answer your call. How about let me know?
Well,
let me
what we do
give me a
before
little.
we pick up the phone is we do areas and we test those areas before we pick up the phone and call the guy.
What you
so we can
did
figure
was
out
you
what we
didn't
do.
pick up the phone. You started the work. It's a bit of a pucker moment. It was a lot of money, and now I've got everything on that boat that Dennis wanted.
This guy is hovering over me. He's giving me suggestions. He's looking over my shoulder. I know what I'm doing. If he knew what he was doing, why does his boat look like that? Why don't we do this?
This might be a conversation for you two guys.
No,
Yeah.
dude, you're the first person who picked up the phone when I called here. This is your mess too.
This is bullshit.
If this guy would shut up and let me work, I will blow his mind on what I'm about to deliver. We take a walk around the vessel. I'll show you all the spots so you can get a really clear picture on why we chose to do what we chose to do. And maybe you get a little better understanding on how that would have cost you so much more money than the process we're doing now.
How about you whisper in my ear and give me advice and leave the choice up to me?
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, it's too late. You already sanded the f***ing boat. Can you see how I might not feel warm and fuzzy
I
right
can
now?
feel how you might
Can you
feel
see
warm
that
and
this is a
fuzzy.
little bit of a bait and switch?
We don't do bait and switches here.
You gotta make this right somehow. Sharpen your pencil.
It's a pen. I
Because
don't have a pencil.
Well, get a pencil.
Pens don't sharpen. my
No,
friend.
you got a freaking credit card swiper. I'm a little chapped on that, but we're gonna figure that out with calculator and his subtraction button.
What we will do is we'll put it together. We'll put that scheme together. I'll take you out on the boat. I'll show you each little spot. We'll come up with a plan that works for both of us. How's that sound?
Dennis and I had a come to Jesus on what that was going to involve. Look at the totality of the project, please.
Correct.
Get with Juan and Lewis and look at some of the things we wanted to do beyond what a production boat looks like.
Correct.
And I'd be interested in hearing what you think works right for both of us. Remember, that's not the both of you, it's the both of us.
Correct.
Dennis has a couple of challenges on time frame and budget because he dangled a stopwatch in front of me and told me I was getting sleepy and my eyelids were getting heavy. I agreed to a lot of the things that cost more money and took more time. And so of course, the boat's not gonna be delivered on time because I added more stuff. But I do believe that I was in Dennis's ether when, when I was convinced that I needed this stuff. Slow down a little bit, give me a little bit of an education. And let me have the benefit of your wisdom, and let me pay for that. But don't jump the gun on me, because that doesn't make me feel super warm and fuzzy. What about February 20th? Am I still going to be able to splash on February 20th and get back to Keys so that I can make enough money to pay your bills?
We'll have to see what kind of work keeps getting added to the schedule and to the budget, and what things on top of our already original contract.
I also would like to know what work keeps getting added to the schedule.
Well, I have made a list for you here.
Okay,
And we're putting that together for you as we speak.
All right.
And then obviously I'll go over your original contract, with which is the molded non-skid, put everything together and show you that as well, so that everything, when we're done, is uniform and nothing sticks out and becomes eyesores on that boat.
Okay, I hear you. You're looking out for me. But
Yep.
can you please look out for the budget as well?
Remember, we're not a charity organization here, okay? We don't. This is for profit.
And I'm not in philanthropy either.
Okay, so let's meet in the middle somewhere, all right?
Can we retool this estimate financially and on the budget, and let's look at that and make some choices?
Yes, we can do
All
that.
right, when can I have that?
I should be able to have that to you by Monday or Tuesday after we've viewed the boat together.
Okay.
All right?
Have a good weekend, guys.
You go. All right.
This is an opportunity for me to blow this guy's mind, and I know if I can deliver him, he's got such a big mouth because he's always yapping, he's going to be a perfect business card for me down there in Key West and wherever Aria takes him.
I think Dennis at one point forgot that this is not some private rich guy's yacht. This is a side job for me, and all this is a charter boat. And I get 6 people at a time out there, and they just go look at dolphins or go for a drink or go for sunset. So Dennis is like, you need rawhide leather couches and suede ceilings and a fur toilet seat and granite countertops and glow-in-the-dark silkworms knitting your bedspread. You can tell Dennis is used to captains with mega budgets, with gigantic dreams, and that's just not exactly what I was looking for, but that's what I got.
To say that got a little intense is an understatement, but all things considered, it could have been much worse. Hit subscribe so you don't miss what happens next.
Escape from reality.